Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. The Mustangs offense will come out first, and they'll be met by this defensive front, which can recap.
Get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. For the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's hands early. That's going to be a big key.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up. Pounce on that screen and get the tackle for a loss.
Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Green. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Red Raiders offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2.
Coming out aggressively. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Carter. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the
Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Heaves it deep. Goes high. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing. Defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Got it behind the line. It's Hale. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action. That's caught. It's Green. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Gonna try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touch.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
On the run, fires downfield. Got the tight end outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Quick toss. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today. Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Hit as he throws. Fires into traffic, picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that.
Makes the grab in their space. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Put under by the defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Jennings. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. They're working that left side. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the number 10 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Red Wolves with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Dallas. Talk about a big-time effort. This tight end is not only already over 100 yards receiving, he's dominating at the line of scrimmage as well. If this team maintains this lead, he's in line to earn a game ball.
And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious. And
he's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Under fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Flips it out to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got a little grass. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Dickey. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
Got it. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll try the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hawkins. The short hands. It's nice. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And that ball is live in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The play-action fake.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The run inside. It's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Kick is in the air. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. The Mustangs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. He's gonna, breaks it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to...
Oh, a lot of space. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He'll pull it down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Max going for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. QB draw. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Fires to the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Quarterback empties his backfield. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.